Welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel, welcome back to an Andalusian adventure with Sevilla on Football Manager 2017, and welcome to the Europa League. So a while ago we went out of the Champions League at the group stage, losing to Dynamo Kiev, giving us third place in the group, which means we're in the Europa League. And we've been rewarded with a tie against Benfica in the last 32. Today we're going to do both legs, starting off with the game at the Estadio de Luz, and then we face them at home. There is a game against Granada in between, but I'm only going to show goals from that, and that's all, just like I would any off-screen games. And also I'll show you the end of the transfer window because it's closed, and there's been a couple of bits of movement. So last episode we completed the signing of Shinji Kagawa, 30 years old, from Borussia Dortmund, a very cheap £3.4 million, but unfortunately he can't play in the Europa League because he's already played for it with Borussia Dortmund. The same goes for Kelechi Iheanacho, and he has now joined the club permanently. £20 million overall, £10 million up front, and then £10 million over, I think it's over 4 years. So yeah, we've got Iheanacho permanently again. He scored 1 goal, so yeah, that's good. But we can't play him in Europe. We have made one more signing. I thought that our defence was a bit lacking, so I have gone out and bought a left back. He is just a backup player. He's probably not going to play a game. It's a Federico Rica, I think that's how you say it. He's bought from Atletico Madrid, who didn't play him after buying him from Malaga. Basically just broke even and just sold him for what they bought him for. So that's fine. He hasn't played yet this season. He's a 25-year-old Uruguayan. He can play. He's eligible. He's not listed as a foreign player. His basic stats for a fullback, his basic attributes are actually very good. 15s and 16s almost across the board. So he looks like a good player. Alan Rodriguez de Souza has gone on loan to Elche. I wasn't using him. And they came for a loan offer on a deadline day, so I accepted it. So at least we're not paying his wages for a while there. So with that, let's have a look at the goals from the games off screen. Iborra on the ball here. Plays it forward to David Carmona. And, well, the cross is alright. It's gone on the line. And Vieto, has it gone over? It's gone over the line. Is that an own goal or a Vieto goal? I don't know, though. Kagawa on the ball here. And plays it forward to Juanmi. And Juanmi coming forward. And the cross is not dealt with by Manoni. The substitute goalkeeper spills it. If Vieto's there, he will definitely claim that one. It's 2-0. David Carmona with it. The cross is there. Juanmi controlled it well and he scored 3-0, 73 minutes played. Juanmi with his first goal for a while and he's proving his worth at the moment. Here is Zongo for Almeria. He's played it past Monreal and he's still going. The cross is a good one and Guerrero was unchallenged in the area as a consolation for Almeria. No clean sheet for Sevilla. 3-1 in the 81st minute. And there's the full-time whistle. Sevilla 3, Almeria 1. Here's Granit Xhaka to Shinji Kagawa. Here is Juanmi. Now this could be a goal. Oh, he's hit the post. Right at the end of the first half. Sevilla could have had a goal. Only seconds left in the game. It's 0-0. So that will mean Sociedad will go through with a 2-0 lead from the first leg. Sevilla not good enough in that first leg. And it's full time and we're out of the Copa del Rey. Xhaka to Diego Gonzalez. Plays it forward to Shinji Kagawa. He's found Walter Montoya to his right and the cross is in there and Vieto with the header. It's a goal. 15 minutes played in the game. Sevilla with a 1-0 lead. Finally finding some form after a horrible run. Vieto to Montoya. And Walter Montoya with a deep cross. It's Shinji Kagawa and oh, it's gone in. Kagawa has his first goal for Sevilla. It was a very soft one. Titan was not on top of it. Honda to Borges. Switches it to Carcela. Plays it forward to Celso Borges. And the shot is in. Wow, 20th minute, really. Making the same mistake as Titan did at the other end. It's 2-1. Luciano Vieto with the ball up to Juanmi. Plenty of space to run into, but he's being closed down by the defenders here. Can he put a ball into the 6-yard box? He can. And Vieto is there 3 yards out. He scores. It's 3-1, 52 minutes played. And there's a full-time whistle. It's a 3-1 win for Sevilla over Deportivo. Shinji Kagawa on the ball here. Finds Luciano Vieto. Vieto to Walter Montoya. We haven't played 3 minutes of the game here. And Sevilla on the attack. And they've scored. Juanmi with a goal in the 3rd minute. And it's a 1-0 lead at Getafe for Sevilla. Granit Xhaka on the ball. Here is Juanmi. And he's been brought down by Danilo Silva. And there's been a foul off the ball here. It's Darko Brasinac, who's already on a yellow card. And it looks like it's going to be a sending off here in the 71st minute. Brasinac with an off-the-ball incident. Got a red card. Full-time whistle, Getafe 0, Sevilla 1. Franco Vasquez on this free kick. It's up to Rami, and Carrizo's in space. Vieto back to Carrizo, who scores. Captain Carrizo gets what I think is his first goal of the season. 51st minute, Sevilla lead at home against Alaves. Montoya on the ball here. It's headed clear by Allegri, but Iborra brings it forward. Back to Walter Montoya. And Montoya's got plenty of room to shoot here, and he gives it to Iheanacho, who scores. 92nd minute, Iheanacho gets his first goal since returning to Sevilla, and Sevilla double their lead. And there's the full-time whistle. Sevilla 2, Alaves 0, the final score. So we were unbeaten off screen, which is good to see given that the previous 6 we didn't win. So that's okay. We're out of the Copa del Rey, which is a shame. That first leg against Sociedad was absolutely terrible, losing 2-0 at home. Looking at the league table at the moment, Real Madrid have actually lost a couple of games since we last met. So their lead is not as big as it was. We are still 8 points behind them though. We are only 3 behind Barcelona, so I could still try and get second place. But today's about the Europa League. Both legs against Benfica will be played today. Not the first time I faced them in this save. If you cast your minds back to Season 2, they were in our Champions League group. We had a 1-1 draw against them at home. In Portugal, it was 0-0. If that happens now, it will actually see us out because Benfica will go for it on away goal. So we need to win the home game at least, and then just try and avoid defeat away. That's what I'm planning. Whether that happens, we'll see. So, team news. We've got all these players that can't play. So we need to try and get a bench out of this. Lucas Vazquez is back from his injury. Mame Toure, though, is going to miss the rest of the season. He's broken his ankle. And Diego Gonzalez is injured as well. He has got something, but he should be back in the next day. He's got a concussion, so he could play through it, but I don't want to risk him, so Iborra's going to have to start. Now, we do have Mariano registered for the Europa League squad, so we could put him on the bench. I think if we want a defensive midfielder, we look at Victor David Marquez. We'll put him on the bench. The team's playing alright. Since last episode, we've had a pick up in form, which has been good, so I'm happy with that. The Benfica team, they've got Edison in goal. Back 4, Jetro Williams, Jardel, Alvaro and Tripicchio. They've got Silva, Horta, Carrascal and Salvio, Simeone and Gonzalez. Then those players are there on the bench. Kostas Mitroglou's on the bench. That's an interesting one. A few other players. So what I'm hoping for here is just avoid defeat. That's what I'm hoping for. An away goal or 2 would be fantastic, but let's see what happens. We have the ball here, 8.5 minutes into the game. Vieto's got a lot of work to do here because he's got nobody around him. He does get a shot away though. Edison forced into a save. First shot goes to us, although we haven't had one since, and we're now 21 minutes in. We've got possession, but we're not really doing anything with it at the moment. Let's try and work the ball into the box. Let's ask them to push forwards. We have had a shot since then. It was off target. We're now approaching the last 10 minutes of the half, and there's a free kick here for Benfica. Salvio's on it. Here's Simeone, who shoots wide. And that was a good chance for them to take the lead, and they didn't do so. And the goal kicked forward by Rulli. David Carmona gives the ball away. Jetro Williams. Back to Carmona. We've won it back. And Vieto does well there. Proper. To Franco Vasquez. Looks for Vieto. Doesn't quite get him. Horta's coming forward now. Simeone. To Rafa. Here is Salvio. Salvio shot from range. Really forced into a save. And he did well there. That was a great effort by the Benfica player there. Here is Juanmi. He's done well since he's come in for Vitola, who's had some poor form. Monreal to Juanmi. And Vieto back to Proper. And Proper scores! That is a great goal. It's an away goal, which is hugely important. 42nd minute. We lead 1-0. That could be huge. That was a great goal. It's come right at the end of the half. So far, so good. It's about time we had some luck in these live comms. We've had some terrible performances. Proper's shot. Brilliant finish. Right in the top corner. Right in the top corner. Half time, we lead 1-0. I'm going to ask them to guard against complacency. I think that would be very important. But Proper with the goal. Asking the guys on the cast to calm down. Because there are a couple of yellow cards out there. I don't want any suspensions in this Europa League. Especially if we're missing key players like Gonzalez and like our new right back Toure. We've given the ball away here. And now Benfica on the attack. Here is Salvio. to Carrascal and now Horta. Simeone. I mean, they've had double the shots we have, but we have the goal, importantly. But they're coming forward here. Walter to Salvio. And Simeone, it's a save, and it's a double save. Oh my god, Rulli. Rulli's, yeah, he's really come through this past few games. Wasn't sure about him when we signed him, but he's come through for us. And that was a good, excellent double save there. I want them to get stuck in because I just want to try and get the ball off them. We're going to play slightly deeper as well. Just try and defend a little bit more. Try and prevent them from having shots. They're coming forward here. Simeone does get through this time. 55 minutes played. Benfica has an equaliser. Lots of appeals are offside. I'll have to have a look at the replay because I'm not quite sure. Tripicchio from a free kick. Horta. Now he looked offside to me. I don't know about you, but he looks offside to me. I'm not going to look at the replay again, but that looked like offside. I mean, a draw isn't too bad. It just means that we have to win at home. I mean, if we could score another goal, that would be good. We've got loads of possession at the moment, but we've only had 6 shots. I'm trying to control the game, seeing as we have the possession. Let's go a bit more structured as well. We have a highlight here, though. Vicente Iborra to Franco Vazquez. Vieto, there we go. Instant reply. 62 minutes played. Vieto with his 21st goal of the season. I didn't think he scored that many because he's had some really rough games, but he scored 21 goals in all competitions this season, and that could be a very important one because it could be decisive in seeing us through to the next round of the Europa League. Back to standard we go. We've got just under half an hour left to try and defend this lead. I mean, a win away will put us very much in the driving seat for this whole tie. I'm afraid to make substitutions. Proper's struggling a bit for fitness. Juanmi's been very quiet. Vazquez has got an assist, but otherwise he's not done much. I'm going to bring on Vitolo because Juanmi's had a quiet game. I'm going to put him on support. So hopefully he can help us a bit more defensively. Just going to go into my touchline team talk. There's 15 minutes left in the game. I'm just going to encourage the players. And we will have to make a substitution here. I think we'll bring on Proper. Let's bring on Granit Xhaka. There's 10 minutes left in the game. Let's go defensive and hope that we can see this out with a win. And there's only a few minutes left, so it looks like it's going to be an away win here. Let's just try and play a bit more defensive. Let's bring off Vazquez. Let's bring on the young Victor Davimarquez just because we don't have another defensive midfielder. Into injury time, it looks like we're going to win this first leg, and that is actually a really good result. Hopefully we can deal with this. Injury time is pretty much over, and that's full time. Benfica 1, Sevilla 2 in this first leg. It's a fantastic result for us, and that was a very, very good performance. I'm happy with that. If we can be sensible in the second leg at home and not do anything silly, we should be through. We just need to not lose by more than a goal. But a 1-0 defeat will do it. Or a draw. Or a win. I don't want it to be a 1-0 defeat. 2-1 would be extra time. Proper had a really good game. He was actually excellent. 96% pass completion. Unfortunately, though, Nacho Monreal will be suspended for the second leg, meaning we'll have to play Federico Rica or Diego Gonzalez because he can play left back. In this Granada game, I won't be doing it live. I'll just show you any goals that are scored and that's it. I won't go through the team or any substitutions or anything. I'll literally just show you goals. Oh, Inacho's just scored. We're only 6 minutes in. Inacho's just scored against Granada. Got our first goal. So they're replaying it. It was an assist by Shinji Kagawa. So our 2 new signings are linking up. I say Inacho's a new signing. We had him on loan. He's back permanently. That's his second goal he scored for us since his return. Good stuff. We've won a penalty. Inacho brought down by Diego Rico. Number 10 is taking this, I think. Or is it Inacho? No, it's Inacho taking it. 67th minute. A chance to double our lead. He's missed the target. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. He's completely missed. Usually they're saved. That's the first time this game I've seen a penalty completely missed, I think. Not even hit the target. That's not good. Juanmi's got an injury. I think it said twisted ankle. Hopefully that won't keep him out of the Benfica second leg. If this is going to be a 1-0 win, I'll take a 1-0 win. I'll take it, I guess. There we go, 1-0. Don't let ourselves get complacent for the next match. We're level on points with Barcelona after that. We're 8 behind Real Madrid still. So we'll see. We're 11 clear of Girona. We could give Juanmi an injection to get him through the Benfica game, but then he could be out for 3 weeks. Or we leave him out and he just misses, well, maybe a bit less. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to give him an injection. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're on to the second leg. Now, of course, the first leg we won 2-1 in Portugal. Juanmi Can play through it. He's okay. That's fine. Let's play Gonzalez. I don't really want to give Rico his debut in a big game like this. Okay, that's the first 11 sorted. Now let's sort out a bench. Rico's actually not registered for this, so it's a good thing we have to play Gonzalez. Alright, here we go. So the home leg against Benfica. Go out there and take control of this tie. That's a good team talk. They're happy with that. We are risking Juan Mi. He twisted his ankle, but he looks like he can play through it. So I think we've done well there. I think we've made the right decision. He looks fine. Sales on the ball here for Benfica. And so far we've had the only shots in the game and we've won the ball there. Walter Montoya running down the flank. Can he create an opportunity here? He's still got it. The cross is a good one and Vieto's there. It's 1-0, 27 minutes played. 3-1 on aggregate. So now Benfica have to score 2 just to force extra time. But they score 3 and we're out. So I think we're okay. I feel like we can do this. We had a really good performance in the away leg. And suddenly our form has picked up again after a dreadful run. We're playing really good football again. I'm happy with that. I'm hoping for some nice quiet football. It looks like we're going to get it. We haven't had a highlight since that goal. We're approaching half time, so it looks like we're going to get a nice quiet remainder of the game, which for once I'm actually happy about. I'll go assertive with the team talk. Don't get complacent despite the score. They're motivated by that. That's good. Got plenty of possession. Benfica have had a few shots, but we haven't seen them, so they can't have been great. Hour into the game, we're doing really, really well. Just to seal things, we could score another goal. But Benfica, I mean, we haven't had a highlight since our goal. Nothing has happened in the game. So that's good. I'm actually for once pleased that we're not seeing any highlights. Here we go. Here is one. Really with a goal kick. So this could go our way. We'll have to see. Although Benfica in possession. Here is a Servi on the left-hand side. And Montoya makes the block. But Benfica do manage to keep the ball. Here is Jardel to Malacia. Sales to Servi. Mitroglou to Walter. Now this is the best chance I've had all game. That's a great save. And Mitroglou has scored. It's 1-1. There's 12 minutes left in the game. As it stands, it's 3-2 on aggregate. If Benfica score again, we're going to extra time. Do not score again. Please don't score again. Right, we need to make some substitutions. Juan Mi struggling out there now. Let's bring on Vitolo. Again, we'll play him support inside forwards. Iboro's also struggling. I'm bringing on Xhaka. I don't trust Marquez. He's too young. Let's do that. Let's just see if we can hold on for the last 10 minutes of the game. They're going defensive. 5 minutes left now. Proper and Vazquez are really struggling out there. We're into the last 5 minutes of the game. Let's just try and defend. Let's bring on Marquez just so that we can get another man behind the ball. Okay, 2 minutes of injury time. There is a highlight here though. With a few seconds left. Please get rid. Okay, Ruli's got the ball. I think we'll be okay. Just take as long as you want over this, Ruli. 10 seconds left in the game. Just keep the ball. Get it in a corner. Just hold on. No, that's it. We've done it. It was a 1-1 draw at home. But we've done enough. That is seeing us through to the last 16. That's a good win. I'm happy with that. I wasn't sure about that. I thought Benfica would be tough. But we managed to beat them in Portugal. That's a really good result. I'm happy with that. And through to the last 16. Okay, Juan Mi hasn't suffered any issues with his injury. So he'll be back in the next couple of weeks. I think he will miss some big games though. We do have Barcelona coming up at the Nou Camp. There's some really good teams in this tournament. There really are. This is going to be difficult to win, but we'll do the very best we can. Let's see who we're going to get in the last 16. Okay, let's see. 16 teams left. There's some very good teams left. So let's see who... we were the first team out. And it's Shakhtar Donetsk. Now that's a big trip to Ukraine. That's a long trip to Ukraine. We've already lost to one Ukrainian side this season, Dynamo Kiev. It's Shakhtar Donetsk in the last 16. Do you know, I think we faced them in this tournament before with a different team because I made the point of rocking the Shakhtar. I think we'll do that again. That's going to be another episode title, Rock the Shakhtar. But it's Shakhtar Donetsk in the last 16. There's going to be a lot of games in these last few episodes. I think this is episode 43. I'm going to try and stretch it to 50 episodes. Try and see if that's a way. See if we can do that. Next episode, we're facing Barcelona. They're level on points with us. We're second and third. Then we also face Atletico Madrid, who are doing better than they were. They're in 7th, but they were in the relegation zone before their manager got sacked, and they brought in, I think it was Brendan Rodgers they brought in. So next episode, we're facing Barcelona and Atletico, and then after that, we go straight into Shakhtar Donetsk. And then, again, we'll do the same thing as we did with Granada. We won't play Las Palmas live to show the goals and go straight into the second leg. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below, leave any comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe. I'll see you next episode with some pretty big La Liga games. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.